Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another whimsical Wednesday in which we're going to be playing Civ 5. Now, of course, I wouldn't be so crazy as to just play Civ 5 as the base game. No, no, no. I'm much more sadistic than that. I will be playing as Babylon in a one city challenge against 22 other AI, all of whom are on the same team against me. And, furthermore, the only type of victory is domination. What does that mean? Well, basically it means that I have one city to produce my military, my science, my culture, and everything else I need to keep up with the Joneses. And I have to defend that city, and I seriously have to hope that I don't get completely overrun, because, to be perfectly honest, at this point in time, basically, if all 22 armies moved their couple of warriors and scouts over, they could, in time, take my city. Right now. Boom. Game over. That said, well, how could they possibly move everything over in one turn? Or, well, not one turn, but how could they possibly move everything over? Very simply, I have set this to Pangea. I also set up 41 city-states. So this game is going to be wholly busy. I'm really hoping that it looks like I'm a little bit coastal here, which is just perfect. It means I won't be getting attacked from the left here. But I'm really hoping that I got a couple of more peaceful civs. I set random to 21 of the 22 enemies. I reserved exactly one spot for one other person, and it was Gandhi. I have not put on random personalities, so I know for sure, with Domination being the only victory type available, that there will be nuclear warfare in this game at some point in time. Oh, look at that. And 20 culture, we can pick up tradition right now. Boom. Thank you very much. I am going to be trying my damnedest to approach this in basically two ways. The first thing I'm going to be trying to do is I will be doing my best to out-tech the AI. As Babylon, I'm pushing right away for my great, what the heck's his name? My great scientist. And I am desperately hoping, those 1, 2, 3, those gems are one out of reach. Shoot. And I will be desperately hoping that a ruins gives me either the faith needed to pick up +1 culture from jungle tiles, or it gives me the tech mining so that I can push for the Great Library right out the gate. Looks like that's end of line over there, so I will not be going that way any further. Look at that. Ruins and a barbarian encampment. Barbarians will be a bit of a problem. I did not set them to raging, however, with the one city and with the general importance that I'll be having placed on my early academy. Let's see. Oh, population increase. Less than ideal, but whatever. With the tile manipulations that I'm going to be needing, and in the early game, the general focus that I'm going to be having on buildings over military will really leave me, I don't want to say super vulnerable, but it'll leave me vulnerable to oh, and we have just met whom we are going to be fighting. France, Huns, Greece, Venice, Spain, Germany, Siam, Aztecs, and there's India, as I promised. Ottomans, Mongolia, Shoshone, Netherlands, Portugal, whoops, I skipped past somebody there, Byzantium, England, Morocco, America, Inca, Sweden, holy hot damn. Oh, and Assyrians, I guess, is the people I skipped over, despite the fact that they're the ones I met. So that's the cluster that I'll be facing. With the early game needing to be all about tile improvements, my great scientists, well, hopefully multiple great scientists if I'm lucky, and other such improvements. Working the copper is going to be very important. Let's pick up writing. Writing will be useful. Oh, brother, here it comes. Yep. After this first little bit, I'm going to be cutting all of this out. I'm going to try and aim to have this game done in about 8 parts. That means there's going to be some pretty intense editing. I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the shit like this. Stop. No, I refuse to accept embassy. It will make spies just, miserable for me, so I don't want that. I don't want you to know where I am yet, and I don't want my map to look like an absolute clusterfuck yet. Just give it time. It'll look like that eventually, but not yet. And these barbarians, okay, so we must be next to the Aztecs. And considering they just kind of arced in like this, I suspect there's not going to be really any ruins over here. That is for shame. And of course they decide to bomb me, as opposed to anybody else they could have hit. Anyway, so now that we have a rough idea of whom we're facing, what we are going to be trying to do with this jungle looking like this, it's going to take a little bit, but as soon as we pick up, what's it called? You know what? Let's take aristocracy and really push the Great Library. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's pop this way one. Yeah, so with a rough idea of whom we're going to be facing, the strategy we're going to be invoking, all the rules and conditions, domination only, 22 AI and 41 city, 22 AI all on a team, and 41 city-states, 1 city challenge. Ooh, hello. All that in mind. After I get writing, I will begin the arduous process of beginning to cut and edit all of the boring stuff from the game. That said, in my editing process, you might notice that I am not playing any of the Civ music. I don't really care for the Civ music. I don't really care for the Civ sound effects. What I do quite enjoy, however, is the sounds of StarCraft. So I will be overlaying or underlaying, whichever you think is a more appropriate term, the StarCraft 1 theme for the different races onto my video as sort of a soundtrack, just because it's a nice ambient sound. It's a light pantheon. I really need to get that. Really need to get that faith going. Come on, faith, show me the ruins. Show me something, anything, please. Really need it. Although at plus 8 gold per turn, how much does a shrine cost? A shrine costs 250. That's way too long. Okay, looks like what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to get writing. That is going to give me my great scientist, and there's the Aztec land, I believe. Yes, so the fact that they're freaking panthers were all the way down here means there are probably not any ruins to be found around here. That is disappointing. But with a whole truckload of people on the same continent, I guess it's sort of to be expected. Anyway, writing is wrapping up here. My worker is popping out. And my great scientist has just been born. What does that mean? Well, I am going to open this up and pick up, let's say, this tile. You move one over. You escort you down, and you move down as well. Build a shrine, please, and let's see. Oh, brother. This is jungle. Shit. Is this jungle? No, this is just grassland. Okay, so these guys will move here. Build mining. We're going to need mining. We're really going to push. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought this was empty and I was just going to push straight on into building a mine there. Setbacks already. That's not what we're looking for. Well, that being the case, you know what? That's going to be okay. Because we will hop up here, chop down the forest in 6 turns, and what that will do is that will give us a lovely little boost when we start producing the Great Library in... Whoa. Oh, seriously? Come on. I didn't know you needed mason. What the... All kinds of setbacks. Did not realize. Fuck off. And here it comes. Did not realize you needed the tech to remove marshes and jungles in order to activate your great people. I guess, realistically, I don't often play as Babylon, so I've never really had a great scientist early enough, or a great engineer for that matter, early enough that it is a problem. Huh. Hey, Francis Bacon. That's a good name. That is a very reassuring name, if I've ever heard one. Mr. Bacon, please wait in the city. And more. Excellent. More enemies. We really need that shrine. That would be so immensely useful. On this way. Okay, well, since things have been delayed temporarily, I will come back when we have started on the Great Library. Be right back. Just gonna pop in here because I found a rune and I'm hoping it won't get snatched in this next turn. My pantheon of forest or jungle tiles has still not been snatched. I'm just about to start work as of this turn right now on the Great Library. It says it's going to take a long while. That's not entirely true, because we're going to chop this down, that'll increase production, and this is well underway on constructing a mine. And by well underway, I mean it's underway. I'm also picking up masonry so that this guy, Mr. Bacon, can actually do his job. So let's figure out what we get from... Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. Now just not to have it scooped. And we were not scooped. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, oh, beautiful. Found a Pantheon. Let's see. There's something from copper I seem to recall. I really remember. Oh, +1 faith from copper, iron, and salt. +3 faith, as opposed to plus a shit ton of culture. Are you crazy? We will be taking Sacred Path, +1 culture from jungle tiles. And look at that culture boost. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Next, we're going to be picking up Oligarchy, just so that these troops can sit pretty. Although, not quite that pretty. And there we go. That'll give that a lovely little boost. Down to 20 turns, shave 3 turns off. And lastly, I'm going to keep hunting around for ruins that the AI might have missed. Anyway, I will be back when hopefully the Great Library is a little bit being closer to done. And look at that, our academy! Boom! Our academy is suddenly, I think it's about to double our science. Oh, beautiful. And we will have to sacrifice food for a minute, but that's okay, because we really, really want that production. We really want that Great Library to give us a nice little tech boost. 12 turns out, 2 turns out from animal husbandry, and a couple more from being able to chop down jungle, which I hate to do on this tile, but I need the production. I would trade the 2 food and a culture for the extra 3 production, so it's a sad trade, but it's one that has to be done. And hop onto alert. You guys, build a mine, give me that extra production. I'll be back. Popping in here really quickly just to say, hey, stole a settler from Germany, and it of course becomes a worker for us. Not particularly useful since, you know, at the moment there's not really a whole lot that we need to be working on, but hey, why not? And lo and behold, amazingly, we actually managed to get a hold of the Great Library. That free tech will be immensely useful, obviously, but for the time being, let's see, what are we going to do? I think we'll bomb you. Can you... minor victory. Okay, I'll take it. You guys head on up here. Choose a production. Well, I guess first, let's choose our free tech. I am quite tempted by Parthenon and the Writers Guild. That'd be nice to have right away. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Drama and poetry. Boom. Done. Classical era. Babylon, please begin building Parthenon. And in the meantime, research. Next up, we will hit mathematics, and I'm going to try and grab a hold of the Hanging Gardens. Just to give you an idea how the AI is doing, here's me, 6 happiness. Here's number 1, 25 happiness. Oh, that's just sickening. But not much we can do about it. Ah, fuck off. I don't want embassy. 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 No. 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 Oh, shit. That is a Dutch settler. seriously hope he's headed up this way. But in the off chance that he is not, that's about all we can afford, right? Yeah. Oh well, if that's what we can afford, that's what we can afford. I don't know why they're so hellbent on embassy. I bet you those barbarians think they're real clever. Getting close. Go away, Mr. Hand Axes. We don't want what you're selling here. And in the meantime, trapping next. Get you officially into regular territory so you can start healing nicely. And I'm not liking the fact that there's 2 sets of jaguars lined up. That's less than ideal. Hopefully, I don't think they think I'm a threat already, do they? Where... Okay, so the question is, who do the hand axes belong to? That's the Aztecs. Aztec. I own exactly 1 city, and they covet it? Go to hell. You guys have done the jungle. Okay, that should give that a nice little boost. Hey, you own the jungle. We want that jungle. If you don't want me to exist, that's fine, but don't pretend that... Oh, you know... The Aztecs are coming along, too. This could get problematic. And I really don't want my warriors to die, so... Run away! You guys, run away! You guys... I actively don't have a purpose. Oh, you know what you can do? Head on up here and clear that marsh, because I will need it clear eventually. I swear, you stupid Dutch better not settle near me. In fact, where the hell are you, Mr. Dutch? I'm sorry, I'm gonna... Oops, nope, that's not what I meant to discuss. Risk. If he moves like here or something, 1, 2, 3. The closest he could settle is here, but he'd still be snaking a couple of my territories. So you know what? Go fuck yourself. We are not letting you settle in areas that we might want. In the meantime, construction. Going to do a bit of chess theory here and blockade using two pieces that normally couldn't take something on their own and just kind of have them sit pretty. Use them to sort of railroad the enemy into perhaps going down paths they would not otherwise necessarily want to go down. And you are going to burn my academy next, aren't you? 'Cause you're a dick like that. Comes Netherlands. Oh good. They seem to be going away. It seems, albeit only for a moment, that I have pushed the Dutch settlers too far to the north, and if they're going to settle, it'll be upwards and outwards. That's fine. I just want to be able to work every single tile that's within my vicinity to grab. Which means 1, 2, this jungle tile, this jungle tile, this jungle tile, this jungle tile. I am not liking the fact that the Aztecs are completely fucking surrounding me. It's, we're making declarations of friendship with all their friends. Let's, discuss. Yeah, no, he won't. Well, we might see some bloodshed at the end of this little episode here. Who knows? Actually, I can guarantee we won't see bloodshed, because actually, I'm going to call this apart right here. I just noticed how long I've been recording for, and I think that's probably a pretty good start, all things considered. So, when we come back, next time, we will probably be fighting the Aztecs, or I guess I should say, we will probably be fighting the entire world. If they so decide, if the Aztecs so decide to declare war, all of their allies automatically will do the same. That's fine and dandy and all. It's not going to be particularly pleasant, but there is very little we can do about it. I'm not sure how the AI weighs that one way versus another for as far as they're on a team, and so some guys might not want to declare war versus others will. So guess we'll be finding that out pretty quickly here. I'll have composite bowmen, so I'll be able to push those out at a pretty reasonable pace. Yeah, the more friends I have on your team, I'm hoping that means the more unlikely it will be that you declare war on me. Only time will tell. But with construction finished, and yellow, my copper back operational, although it hasn't actively taken effect yet. At least I think it hasn't. Maybe it has. Huh. Anyway, with copper back online and the Aztecs slowly surrounding us, I will call this apart. Till next time, guys. Later.